Yeah, the it's just like it's a classic mistake. Some brown guys are getting cooked and black bagged for just being brown on U.S. soil, and as a consequence of that, not getting their immigration paperwork done because the government doesn't want them to get it done. And then other brown guys are getting surveilled constantly around the clock for doing brown things, like saying brown people are humans and shouldn't be killed by Israel. It's like it's a real, if you're like a black or brown guy in America, it's a real choose your own destiny type situation, many different ways in which the government can come and destroy you and destroy your life. And also, if you're not brown, you can also get destroyed as well if you're trans. That's another one too. If you're a woman, there's different ways that the government can destroy your life that way as well. It's really cool. It basically is just like, it's a really cool structure that we've designed. Everyone gets like a way to get fucked over. If you're a white man, you still get fucked over from your class position as well. Everybody eats the dick no matter what, whether they want it or not. It's an equal opportunity. It's an equal opportunity dick eating no matter what happens. Everyone's just got their own different version of experiencing the getting fucked. Anyway, I was talking about my personal news. What's happening? The reason why I started early is because I did an interview early this morning. I did an interview early this morning with an outlet that are covering the boys, the lads. I'm not going to say more details, but I was very excited to give my thoughts, share my thoughts on that. What about the ultra rich? They seem okay. I mean, yeah, if you're rich, you can't be rich while also being also doing like brown conduct. I'm white. I'm relatively affluent, but I'm doing brown people shit. You know what I mean? I'm talking about how like brown people over there, they're human beings. They shouldn't be killed. Government doesn't like that. So you can get categorized in a different way. Having said that, however, if you're like not interested in any of that stuff, you're rich and you're white, then you're pretty good. You're good. Dog, you're Mexican is true. UK banning Palestine Action as a terror organization after they broke into the RAF base. Oh God, they're so awesome. The Royal Air Force. The Royal Air Force. Judge ordered Mahmoud Halil to be released just happened. I know, I'm going to talk about that. Hold up. We'll talk about that in a second. Yo, what would be crazy is if like I'm going to New York. It'd be wild if I was able to see him when he's in New York potentially, you know what I mean? That'd be sick. Anyway, I thought you were Flexican. I'm all of it. Also, your Wine About It episode is blowing up. Is it?
Yeah, I've beaten people.
Oh, damn. 100. But there is one spectacular reason why it's a special day, because it's the same reason why it's a special day every single week after week, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs. It is because it's Friday.
Wow. You know we finally here, right? Well, it's Friday then.
That's right,
Saturday,
ladies and
Sunday,
gentlemen,
what?
boys, girls, and MBs. It is a freaking Friday. It's Friday, Mufasa Friday. It's the same time, same place, every single freaking time, baby. It's Liberation Day. It's Friday. It's Fry Slay. It's Flatfoot Friday. It's the time of the week where we get to exercise, celebrate our autonomy, and celebrate the long and hard-fought battles that our forefathers fought for us in the labor union movement and the labor militancy. So in order to appreciate that, crack a cold one, have some fun, because it's freaking Friday, baby. and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some immaculate vibes here today. No World War III here. That's right. And if you enjoy the weekend, thank a union. This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news, of course, as always. This is, I'm early, by the way. It's Friday, June 20th. We're almost in the month of July. It is crazy how fast this year is just ripping through. I feel like when you get to a certain age, when you're like 30 plus years old, you basically experience the month of January, and then every other month is slammed into the month of January. You know what I mean? Like, when you hit the age of 30, the only month that you actually experience is like a full month is the month of January. It's like super long for no reason. And then before you know it, it's like almost June is almost over. And you're going into July and you're like, how is this possible? How is this? What happened? How did the time pass by so fast? It gets worse too. Buckle up. I mean, I'm enjoying the show. I'm having a good one. I'm enjoying every moment. Enjoying every moment by spending it with you guys. Meticulously conducting analysis day in and day out. Anyway, this is part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news about what's going on in the world of Hasanabi Talks in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button, press the start streaming button. So help me God, that's what I'm gonna do. So last night I ended the broadcast early, as you guys know. That was like an actual half day. It was like 7 hours and 40 minutes. So obviously that in and of itself is like, you know, that in and of itself is like a real half day. I've been doing like 10-hour days every single day, but this time was different. And the reason for why it was different is because we shot a Fear End podcast episode last night, as always. And the podcast was fantastic, even though we had a horrible guest, my enemy, my immortal enemy, Maya Higa. Yuck. She was on the pod, but in spite of her best attempts of being lame, the podcast still is going to be spectacular. And I'm very excited for you guys to see it. My Higa is also going to be on the broadcast today. Later. You know, she runs a prison for birds. I know, but I don't like birds. That's why it's fine. Also, as seen on CBS, Maya Higa. Yeah, famous.
This is the Instagram.
Famous Maya Higa will be on. We'll do an animal related thing. We'll do an animal related collab. Saw your whine about it, and Maya was terrible there too. Yeah, yuck. My whine about it was actually a banger, for the record. I do want to watch it because I see clips of it and it's like really funny. Cause I do so many of these that I sometimes forget. And those interactions, like when I watch them on TikTok as clips, is like great. But what was I gonna say? Speaking of TikToks, yeah, I mean that's all I've been doing. Watching TikToks on the timeline, up and down the timeline, trying to figure out what the hell is gonna happen. Trying to figure out. You said you anticipate an escalation from Israel America after markets close. Would that affect your schedule? Would that affect the schedule? We'll see. We'll see. I already gave her the warning ahead of time. If they fire off, they fire off rockets, like if America goes into war with Iran directly tonight, then obviously the Maya Higa collab will be pushed back. Okay. But crazy that I'm the one who said animal cum music and the meme is still massive. You're the animal cum music guy? You're the OG? That's crazy. Do war coverage Maya? No. I don't like bringing my friends into hot button political issues unless they personally are invested and want to talk about it. And even then, I think there's no reason to do that to other people because let's be real. There are certain issues that become like popular enough that everyone speaks on. We're almost there with respect to we're almost there with like ICE. You know what I mean? Like the ICE deportation stuff, like that's almost reached that level, like the BLM level. But if it doesn't reach the BLM level, then people don't want to talk about it because they are worried that they're going to get yelled at, you know? I know Doom Scroll got Francis Fukuyama on the pod. They were talking about doing the interview after mine. No, like Nick Pollum. Nick Pollum is not a great example of this. Like Nick Pollum doesn't give a shit about all the fucking people using him as a talking point. Like I will do another political stream with Nick any day that he wants to, anytime he wants to. There's a difference between doing it with Nick Pollum, however, and like doing it with people like Nick can handle it. I don't think I don't think that that kind of unwelcome attention and like consistent fucking faucet of hatred for uh, others is warranted. Why are there so many Fs on the stream lately? I don't know. People are suspecting that it might be because like Spectrum has outages now, more outages than before because like they're doing something with like fiber optic cables or something. I don't know. I don't have fiber, so I don't know how that would impact me, but that could be the reason. Kilmar Abrego Garcia ordered to be released. Dog, you said Kilmar Abrego Garcia ordered to be released, and then it's not Kilmar Abrego Garcia. It's Mahmoud Khalil, which is amazing. It's amazing news. And I already have that tweet right here. But it's not the right guy. You're mixing up your guys. Kilmar was black bagged and kidnapped and sent to CCOT for being brown. Mahmoud Khalil was black bagged and kidnapped and sent to Louisiana, also partially for being brown or being interested in like brown things, like saying that brown people are worthy of dignity and that Israel shouldn't be able to kill them. You know, typical brown guy stuff.